15 psychological truths that quietly control human behavior. Most people believe they're in control of their thoughts. They believe their decisions are logical, deliberate, and intentional. They believe their mind listens to them. It doesn't. Psychology shows that the brain makes decisions first and then creates explanations afterward. This happens so fast that it feels like conscious choice. But what you experience as thinking is often your mind explaining a decision that has already been made. Today, I'm going to show you 15 psychological truths that quietly control how people think, choose, and behave. Once you recognize these patterns, you'll start seeing them everywhere. Yara, let's begin. Number 1. People don't change when they understand. They change when discomfort outweighs familiarity. The human brain prefers predictable pain over unpredictable improvement. Even when a situation is clearly harmful, if it feels familiar, the mind resists leaving it. Awareness feels productive. It feels like progress. But awareness without discomfort rarely leads to action. Discomfort creates movement. Without it, nothing changes. Number 2. The brain confuses familiar with safe. Anything repeated becomes normalized. That's why people return to toxic relationships, destructive habits, and unhealthy routines. The brain thinks, I've survived this before. The unknown, even when healthier, feels dangerous. Familiarity lowers fear, not risk. Number 3. Confidence is often mistaken for competence. The brain looks for shortcuts to avoid uncertainty. Certainty feels reassuring, so confidence gets interpreted as expertise. This is why confident people influence rooms even when they're wrong. Hesitation feels suspicious. Confidence feels trustworthy. The brain chooses comfort over accuracy. Number 4. Your brain would rather protect your identity than accept the truth. When information threatens how you see yourself, the brain reacts defensively. It doesn't analyze, it rejects. Facts that challenge identity feel like personal attacks. This is why debates rarely change minds, and why evidence alone doesn't persuade. Protecting identity feels safer than updating it. Number 5. People don't remember facts. They remember how you made them feel about themselves. Emotion is the filing system of memory. Details fade, feelings remain. This is why compliments linger, why criticism replays, and why emotional moments outlast logic. Memory is emotional, not factual. Number 6. The brain interprets silence as judgment. When someone doesn't respond, the mind fills the gap instantly, usually with negative meaning. The brain hates uncertainty. Silence creates ambiguity, and ambiguity feels threatening. So the mind invents explanations to regain a sense of control. Number 7. Once the brain labels someone as good or bad, it filters reality to support that label. Positive people get excuses, negative people get blamed, contradictory evidence gets ignored or explained away. This mental shortcut simplifies the world, but it distorts truth. Number 8. The fear of social rejection activates the same brain regions as physical pain. Belonging once meant survival. Being excluded meant danger. That wiring never disappeared. That's why embarrassment hurts, judgment stinks, and social anxiety feels physical. The brain treats rejection as a threat. Number 9. People value something more once they believe they might lose it. Scarcity intensifies attention. The brain focuses harder when something feels limited. This is why loss feels heavier than gain and why people chase what's slipping away. Urgency amplifies desire. Number 10. The brain rewards certainty even when it's wrong. Uncertainty feels unstable. Certainty feels calming. So the mind clings to confident explanations to reduce anxiety. Truth can feel uncomfortable. Certainty feels safe. The brain chooses emotional relief over accuracy. Number 11, your brain assumes effort equals value. The more you invest, the harder it becomes to walk away. Time, money, and emotion create psychological ownership. Admitting a mistake threatens self image, so the brain defends bad decisions long after logic disappears. Number 12, most decisions are emotional. Logic arrives later to justify them. Emotion chooses the direction. Reason explains the story. This is why people feel their choices were logical even when emotion led the way. The explanation comes after the decision. Number 13. People project unresolved issues onto others. Strong emotional reactions often reveal internal conflict. What irritates you intensely usually touches something unfinished. Projection protects the ego by placing discomfort outside the self. It avoids self examination. Number 14. The brain resists boredom more than pain. Stillness forces awareness. Awareness invites reflection. Reflection can be uncomfortable, so the brain seeks noise, busyness, and distraction. Chaos feels safer than silence when silence exposes uncomfortable thoughts. Number 15. Once you understand these patterns, you stop taking behavior personally. You begin seeing psychology instead of personality. You recognize that most behavior is automatic, not intentional. And that realization changes how much control other people have over you. Psychology doesn't make people cold, it makes them clear. The more you understand the mind, the less control unconscious patterns have over your choices, your reactions, and your life. If this changed how you see people, you're already noticing the shift. Like and subscribe for more videos.